Hello, welcome back. Last time I learned something totally new that I can do with feathers, and it was a whole lot of fun. Now I'm in a room that is... Oh, I have debug mode on. Now I'm in a room that is... Where's this thing here? Sure. Whoa, what was that sound? Now I'm in a room that I don't understand. But that's just every room until I've done it. Okay, so what I remember of this was it starts with those moves and then... Right, I need to... I didn't actually parse very much of this, so yeah, the total amount that I understand about this room, I'll be able to execute it at some point. So I'm just pulling off that wall bounce without even thinking about it, just not realizing what I'm doing here. So I'm doing something to stay ahead of Kevin there. I can use those to get as far as the jellyfish. It'll disappear. I'm supposed to do some kind of ultra maybe on that to get here in time before he crashes into this thing. So figure out your dashes on the way. So if after that wall bounce... Oh, now hold up. I could use Kevin's rightward momentum to do a delayed block boost or something. Oh, wait a second. Alright, so my route where I was wall bouncing, then dashing down right, down right, up right. That doesn't sound right. I think I'm gonna get on Kevin's right side. Initiate a delayed block boost. That won't give me the trajectory I need. No, never mind. Anyway, once I grab this, those both move at once. I have 2 dashes to do something with. I guess get up to that jellyfish and still have a dash. Throw it left, do, since that little platform's there, probably an air super into a... Ultra? It'd be more ultra if I wave dashed, but I don't know if there's room for that. Then do something with the Kevin who's going along there, maybe ultra on him? And onto there, and after those 2 ultras, jump, pick up the jellyfish, get feathered, fly over as far as I can, which won't be anywhere near far enough. Unless my speed is completely ludicrous, which I guess it has to be. Then feather fly through here. I think the route of this is going to end up being... Let's see, is that enough feather to get all the way to this? If it was, I would dash right and still have dash. I'd fall down, I'd dash right and still have dash, I'd dash down left, because I don't think I can just fall through there. Get feather, get ding-dong, feather back. Exit feather here into a reverse... hyper. But I'm supposed to use a jellyfish on that. That's right. I keep the jellyfish somehow in feather form. Oh, or I feather like way upward and drift down with the jellyfish. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think I sort of see what's going on there. All of that's going to have to be in a race context. What's this twitchy little block here? It's something, but I don't know what it is or does. If it doesn't stop Kevin, that thing will. Alright, so how is it aligned with him? Will he go over it or run into it, whatever it is? Shoot, I have to move the camera up, which means my point of reference goes away. Okay, so it was at the level of this floor. Level of that floor. Level of the top of that traffic light. Level of this floor. level of this floor. Below Kevin, he will go over it. So whatever the weird tiny twitchy block is, he will not hit it. Right? Let me double check. It appears as though he will miss it. Is this like a secret teleporter or something? Hit that to go to strawberry? Like, why is it there? It's very conspicuous. I gotta touch it when I'm there, if I can. Okay, anyway, so... do a bunny hop as Kevin crosses that to get a big boost off of him, then ultra here, then double ultra, sorta do the jellyfish flight thing again, and somehow get enough. That's right, here's the infinitely long nothing zone. Still going. Somehow I need enough speed to get all the way over there. So whatever I didn't understand 2 rooms ago, I have to understand here, it seems. But there's a lot to go before that. Is this? This can't be final room. For one thing, I'm short a strawberry. For another... there haven't been enough rooms for that yet. This would be a very early... I mean, it could be a super short level, but I doubt it. So what is it that I think I'm trying to do there? I want to see if I can get here and dash down and then... Okay, so that does give me the boost. What if all of those dashes are up and to the right? None of that did what I wanted. In this state, let's say I would dash down through the pink, jump from the Kevin, dash upright, upright, upright. I would be way too high for that to be survivable. There's something you want me to do with this jellyfish that's just not really communicated to me. Let's try my old plan now that I'm a little more capable of pulling it off. Am I? You know, I got an idea. What if I do... Yeah, that's a better... Right, that's why that crystal is there. Here we go. Oh. That changes things. That changes things a lot, actually. Yeah, so I think the awkwardness of bunny hopping ahead of him... Yeah, because otherwise this crystal does nothing. So that's for getting ahead for the preparing the bunny hop, which I didn't do there. Okay, so somehow I need to use his speed and carry it forward into the jellyfish. Okay, so I want him to be against me when I do the first dash of this crystal. I then want to pick up the jellyfish. Actually, what I want to do is... Oh! I want to get to a point where I'm wall bouncing on him. Immediately after the wall bounce, which carries his speed with a delayed block boost, I dash up right, which gives me hyper speed into the jellyfish. Lose the jelly, dash down right to initiate an ultra here, do another one into the side of this. Okay. That's still hard to think about, but at least I don't have to do this super annoying thing at the start every time. Instead I have a different task that I don't know how to do yet. That puts me too far ahead. I mean, I could wait a moment. But what do I think I'm trying to do? Bunny hops. They're still hard for me. They never really got that much easier. Just the timing's weird. So something like that was what I was trying to do. That wasn't quite it, though. What do you want right here? Okay, so theoretically I can do a reverse air super, but it doesn't work very well. I could wait a little bit and boost off of him. What do I imagine the level author had in mind? I have no idea. Like, that spot's unparsable to me. Like, I'm there with not quite enough height for a reverse air super, except occasionally I have enough. I guess that's just a matter of dashing up at the peak of my jumps and stuff. If I use this crystal to get ahead, Kevin is too far left to really do any meaningful interaction with him. However, I have to interact with him, so I have to wait for him. Alright, here's an idea. What if that's an up-left dash into the side of him, then I jump off his wall and dash up right? Then I won't have a dash, but I'll get one there, which I can probably use. Okay, so that's the result. I don't go high enough to clear the spike hurdle, which is fairly predictable. Alright, I got an idea. Requires me to be ahead of you. So if I just sort of hold you, and then do a... Okay, I waited too long, but that's the idea. It doesn't look too good. That was about right. Okay, whatever I did there worked pretty well. I don't know what I did there, though. It was really weird. Okay, well I did it, whatever it was. Alright, that's... I don't understand it, but I can repeat it. Alright, so I can start understanding the timing of that. And it clearly is not using all the crystals, so... Author had something else in mind, but I found a way that works. Hold on, I need to repeat that while it's fresh in my mind, because I can't describe what I'm doing. Yeah, so there's like so many more crystals than I'm using. I want to make an attempt at describing what I'm doing. What inputs am I actually making? So, I go up here, I dash into him, I dash down, I initiate a bunny hop. I dash up, veer left, grab, wall jump when he gets to me. Climb jump, sorry. The climb jump gets me high enough to clear that hurdle. Then I reattach to him, slide down so I miss those spikes. So for one thing, I'm not using this crystal. I am using one dash of that crystal, but it might as well not even be there, because I go down, I hold onto him until I can wall bounce here. Right after I press the jump button, I dash up right, which gives me block boosted speed into the jellyfish, at which point I don't even need to interact with that platform. It just directly gets me onto the traffic light. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm not using, because I couldn't figure out how to make it work, but I found another way. Anyway, I end up over there. I need to dash up, up, throw left, and do either a wave dash or a super into that thing, then... just kind of get onto Kevin and stay there, I think? Because here's a hurdle I have to jump. Okay, so I just want to put my feet on Kevin at that point. Actually... this block? I'm not doing anything fancy on here unless I need to, like, catch up with him. Okay, so what I'm doing there is very repeatable. I guess I should do a super there because then I'll just have some hang time in the air where I can take control and just understand what I'm doing. Or do that. That works. Okay, so I need to ultra at that point. Whoops, that's actually fine. I'm here. Then jump and jelly, okay? Then there are feathers, alright? Coming up with a thing that works here. That was odd. I think I climb jumped straight up, interrupting the, like, neutralizing his boost. Whoops. Get on? I couldn't get on. Somehow I just didn't quite have the right amount of hang time there. Oops. So catching that climb jump at the right time, it doesn't just automatically happen. I do want to latch on and wait for just a brief little moment. Really, I don't actually want to super there. That doesn't help me, does it? I don't know, there's just like a lot of elements I'm not using, so I wonder if there's going to be a second layer to this where the unused elements make more sense. But how could there be? Because, like, everything... There are no interactions I would need to do with any of that stuff prior to... Bunny hop, please. Why is it so hard for me to do that input? Someday I should, like, debug that and figure out what it is that makes it always go wrong for me. Whoops. Ah, another ultra before I pick up the jellyfish. That would send me downward, though. Ah. Well, maybe today's the day when I should figure out what's wrong with my bunny hop, because I kind of need it to work right there. Oops, well, I have to actually press grab, probably. That's how far that took me. I just feel like this room's not really working as intended. So I'm just stuck putting the pieces together and doing whatever I can with it. Maybe the point is to disorient me. I can't prove that it's not. What happened? I think a wall jump happened there. So I need to do all of that slower. Something about those opening moves just doesn't feel good to me. Jared. Remember to hold climb there. Where am I? Okay, I'm here in this part of the level. I held climb! I guess I just wasn't in the right place to touch the jellyfish, though. Like, I was holding that button. The entire transaction there. Yeah, there's another crystal that just doesn't really do anything. Like, what is with this? Because, yeah, I can just... Oh, this time it didn't. I don't know. Everything's just, like, weirdly loose here. Again, usually that's an indicator that there's a second layer of level that I haven't discovered yet, and there are actions I need to do that are different from what I'm doing. That time I was not holding climb. I'm just finding it impossible to remember that that's a spot where I'm grabbing a jellyfish. Because again, I can't see, so I just have to memorize. Okay, I did it. I grabbed. Alright, so I am feathering with jellyfish, so the idea then is that I use it to get over that spiky hurdle, and I rejoin it with a feather? Do I need to rejoin before I touch the feather? I will be, so don't worry about that. And yes, so I can still hold while feathering. So we'll get there, I'll throw that jellyfish into this spot. Okay, how is it, even if I'm carrying a jellyfish, I can dash out of feather state? I think that's something I learned once. Like, I feather with jelly in hand, I get inside this field, I dash to the right, I still have jellyfish, I throw it, then I fall and I still have dash because I just refreshed it there. Okay. Fall down, get that, dash right, dash down left, maybe, after falling a bit. Get feathered, climb here. A feather refreshes my dash always, yes, okay. Get up there, reverse the thing, and go down and get onto the waiting platform to rejoin Kevin if he's not there. Also touch this thing. Assuming that does nothing, then I just want to hurdle, ultra, jump, pick up jellyfish, and fly to the end. Okay. Well, now that I've parsed it all, it's not so bad. There are parts that don't really work the way they feel like they're supposed to, but I can work around those, that's fine. Okay, I didn't make it, did I? I don't think I did. So somehow something was wrong with my amount of speed. And I'm not really sure what. Was that the correct amount of speed? Maybe? Maybe it could have been if I'd waited a slight bit longer. Once again, had to wait longer. Okay, that works. Not high enough. It always throws me off, but that's fine. Whoops! My jump didn't jump. Alright, should be good here, in theory. Here we go. Okay, okay. Alright, as planned. Kevin's there so fast. If he's there that fast, I've lost too much speed already then. So I'm not supposed to do that jellyfish throw and go over this hurdle. I'm supposed to just, like, go from feather to feather. That's what I think I'm seeing. Or is there an earlier opportunity to get more ahead of Kevin? No. This is where my position relative to his normalizes. Is this like a grounded ultra or something? See, I don't have time to do that. I barely have time to press the jump button after the ultra starts there. And my speed's just gonna be whatever I get from that. Do I want to, like, avoid the feathers? I don't think I can do that, though. See, other than me being too slow, I think my plan works. Am I sure I'm too slow? Could I just wait a really long time for him to come back? And then restart him? Probably. I don't see why that wouldn't work. Okay, yeah, if I get here, I should have a second chance. And I don't even want to touch him yet. I want to touch this thing and see what it does. Better yet, just don't have to recover that way. Okay, so have I just lost too much speed here? Can I do all of this faster? See, yeah, he's just in the worst spot. But I can let him go by, I can restart him if I... Okay, so therefore I want to go slower. Okay, if I want to stall for a little bit there, like, if he lands exactly there, that's the worst thing. I want him to have already gone by, or to not come until I've already departed from... Where am I? I missed my spot. Yeah, so right here. He needs to already have gone by, or to not arrive until I've left with the feather. And that's gonna take a lot more time, so he needs to have already gone by. Can I dash up with that thing to get some hang time and just dodge around and get the feather? I don't think I can fall from, like, what doesn't touch this spike to actually touching the feather, but I'll try. So up with that. Okay. Oh, I got an idea. I could also do a jellyfish stall here. No, that's no good. That would use my dash. Could I wait for a moment in this spot? Yeah, I think I can slow down there. Okay. It is an interesting dynamic in a room that's about racing to have to look for a place and a way that is valid to allow me to slow down. I think I did it. Ooh. I did it. I did the wrong dash direction there, though. Straight up? Yes, straight up works. Get high, do this, do that. Okay. Alright, alright. That's not free flight. No, go away, Kevin. I don't want you here for this. Thank you. I'm dead. I wasn't? How mysterious. Okay. Oh, that's really... Oh man, that flight is very hard. Alright, Feather, come on now. Here we go. You know, if I'm doing what I'm doing here, I don't have to do any fancy moves there. I can simplify so much stuff. I was trying to safely land, but that was not an option given to me, huh? Alright, Kevin, you get out of here. I'm not even ringing the doorbells. Oh, I have to. Okay, so I do have to get where I'm trying to go. That's fine. All I need to do is just somehow land from that feather. How about a straight up dash to cancel it and then land on the ground and then just do whatever? That should work. There he goes. Okay, ah! Straight up. No. There. Okay. That's what I wanted. Go here. Fall down calmly. Let him go right on by. So, funny little twitchy block. What are you? I didn't even touch it! Is it background? Like it's... No, it's definitely in the foreground. But is it solid? Can I interact with it? Never. Okay. I'm here. I'm taking my time. That gets out of the way. You get out of the way. You know what? I'm gonna make use of you. So it's a floor. It's just a floor. Why though? Why are you here, little block? Okay, I touched it. It's just a floor. It does nothing. All right. So now, I have a plan that should work perfectly fine from... Why is it there? Why is it twitchy? It has to mean something. But it doesn't seem like I'm meant to discover what that something is. Anyway, take your time, get here, restart Kevin. Hurdle there, do the same thing with the jellyfish, hope you have enough speed. Okay. Go here, take your time. Wait until he comes back, as he can be restarted just fine. Hup. Hup. Okay, so if I have enough speed, that's room done. But I don't feel like I have anywhere near enough speed. I still had some, but... Okay, so there's something wrong just overall with that approach, or my Ultra might have been bad. But this is the same issue I had 2 rooms ago. What if... How does multi-boost work? What if it's not a bunny hop I want there, but instead just 2 jumps? Well, how would that make a difference? Alright, you know what? I gotta do something. I'm gonna return to the lobby, save. I need to understand multi-boost, and maybe a few other things. Yeah, I'm long overdue for a gym detour, I think. Also, just to make sure, kevintechspam.bin. Yeah, this has at least 1 strawberry. Superluminary has none. Several of these have none. But this level has at least 1, and I have not found it. Gym. You're, way over there. Alright, there you are. There's a lot of feathers here in this lobby, so if I want to try feather things, this is a place where I can do it. Okay, Wild's leniency, dream double jump, corner kick, crouch dash, chained ultra, grounded ultra. What I want is multi-boost. That's not in here. Did I do that in advanced? Or, expert? Okay, not wall boost, not core tech, not back boost, not moon boost. Feather tech I should probably check. Okay, yeah, so don't have a dash there for that. Movement angle will be reflected, sure. Feather bump. I don't think any of this is relevant, but I should redo it just to be sure. Because feathers are involved. You want... Right, yes, so feathers super. And that's the whole thing. Okay, there's like nothing to that. Spike jump not relevant, reform tech not relevant, super wave hopefully not relevant. Was this library? Was this the... How do I get to the other thing? Let's see, library can teleport me there. There's a thing called multi-boost, which I think may be relevant here. And that could possibly explain the discrepancy I was seeing. Multi-boost. What's with you? Every time you jump off a moving block, its speed is added to yours. Here perform a hyper bunny hop. Yeah, no, so bunny hop does it. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm doing. Is there more to it? Jump or dash within 9 frames, you get an additional speed boost. These boosts can stack additively. Oh, hold on, people were calling this a delayed block boost, but isn't that a different thing? Jump then dash right. Your dash will be longer and faster due to the 2 speed boosts. Before the dash ends, yeah, now, like, what's with the preservation of that with the jellyfish? Oh, I should have. Well, that's fine. Down diagonal dashes retain your speed after the end, while dashes in other directions reset your speed after the end. As a result, most moves usually involve down diagonal dashes. Sure. Of course. She gets a little more height doing it than I do. Performing a hyper. Off a moving block, followed by a down diagonal dash. The common double block setup. Sure, of course. I ducked a little bit, that's okay. Hyper bunny hop off a moving block followed by a down diagonal dash, resulting in 3 boosts. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here, right? Hyper bunny hop off a moving block followed by a down diagonal dash. Triple block boost. If you do not get enough speed, shorten the hyper to land on the moving block sooner. Am I doing the hyper wrong? Maybe I'm not getting all 3 boosts. Here we go. This is the thing. Yeah, so that was trying to do it the way I have been doing it. Oops. Oops, what am I doing? Wrong inputs. So that was it. It's hard to tell the difference. Like at these speeds, just all the speeds just look like fast. I need a speedometer or something. So that was, I think that was enough. But okay, there are 3 boosts involved. I may need to shorten my... Wow, bunny hops. Just absolutely hating me today. But yeah, so that's not all 3 boosts. Is it to do with when the thing is moving? Well, yeah, that is relevant for Kevin. So that's not enough boosts. Why was that not enough boosts? Why was that not enough boosts? Okay, hang on. Is it because I'm too late? Is it because I'm too late? Going earlier does seem to work better, so maybe. So, okay. Maybe the 3rd... Yeah, she lands on the floor. So I need to time my thing better for that. Just showing off. There we go. Okay, I did it better than you did. So, alright, so there are 3 boosts involved there, and I think I'm just not getting all 3, so shorter hyper, quicker ultra afterwards. I guess, is what I need? Okay, I'd believe it. So, library. Grandmaster Gym. Never thought I'd be going here from the library and, like, getting serious about it, but here we are. And back into that level wherever it is. There you are. Okay, so resume this. Yes. So, right, be sure to get all 3 boosts, and that might just fully explain all of my issues with that part of the setup. Not my other issues in here. However, all of those have workarounds. Like, yeah, I'm obviously not doing this opening the way the author had in mind. Sorry. Was that more speed? Did I get all 3? That was more speed, but only by a bit. But it was more. Like, I had never gotten that far with the feather flight before. So already I've done something different. Just by truncating my hyper a bit more. That was only like a couple of tiles further. But it still was more. That must have been all 3 boosts, right? Ah, it felt like the same. Right, I'm still gonna slow down here because I can restart him and that's just the sensible way to do things. Alright, you will restart and that's fine. So I might have gotten all 3 there, I don't know how to tell. I guess I'll be able to tell if I make it. I almost did! Okay, well, I think that's all I needed. Just awareness of what's mechanically happening there, and then attempting to do the whole operation as fast as I can. The amount of speed difference is very small, but it's there. Yeah, I was too quick. Okay, well I mean this will let me get the room done, I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm doing everything the wrong way, it feels like, but it's the only way I could make work. Whatever the right way is, it's less obvious than the wrong way. Yeah, that's about the same. I don't think I did anything different there. No, that's so hard to do that transition. Yeah, that's really the same. So is the idea that I'm supposed to let him go by and restart him? Because that's the only way this makes any sense to me. I'm just not going to be making it there before he does this thing. Ah! There we go. Alright. Reboot the Kevin. I jumped a little early. How much time do I want to spend on the ground? Well, I saw the thing. Like, I just gotta judge when I can ditch the jellyfish and regrab it. Wah! So somehow it keeps happening that I'm dashing right instead of down right, so just don't ever release that diagonal. I jumped over the jellyfish. Okay. Is early jump better or worse? Should it theoretically give me more height? Almost. Holding jump, holding up, holding right, holding climb. Grab. How do I re-grab there? So I'm trying to dash up and grab, which doesn't work. If I dash up right, I go too far right. But there's nothing in between. So if neither of those works, then I need another action entirely. I want to give myself some time here. Up misses it to the left, upright misses it to the right. Am I supposed to dash before I grab? I guess I'll try that again. I didn't really commit to that in the previous room where this stuff was going on. So let's imagine that that's the solution and try it. Yeah, see, no, dash just completely halts my speed. Like, that was the same result I got in the other room. But if that's not it, what else can I change? Jim didn't give me any other ideas than that. What? Ah! Nope. Okay, so this situation at the end is different from the earlier jellyfish, because this one doesn't involve a feather. I just need the maximum jellyfish speed, so what applies to the feather doesn't necessarily apply here. I can tell I don't have it. Whoa! That time I was able to re-grab. Okay. Please go up, Madeline. Thank you. I could have just climbed. Alright, so... it's possible that maybe that was the way that was supposed to go, ultimately. I have my doubts, though. Like, that felt all wrong, and the other one in the other room felt all wrong, too. Maybe this is just like a final failsafe in case I did some ridiculous thing to, after I was climbing the wall, get the jellyfish back up here. Because that could maybe be possible. And this is never supposed to, like, actually... I don't know. But anyway, the room is done, so I guess I just have to accept it. Yeah, that just... I felt like 4 different parts of that room just went completely wrong for me. At the beginning, there were so many more crystals than I needed, and that didn't make any sense. Alright, next time, these things. I'll see you then.